it going, guys? It is January 2nd, so Happy New Year's to you guys. We got something pretty cool here. A brand new 2024 Kenworth T880 that we're gonna be ceramic coating the black, tinting the windows and all that, but it is literally brand new with 89 miles on her, so it's gonna be nice. We're gonna tint the windows in 35% ceramic coat the black painted pieces all the way around the rear sleeper, and we're also gonna be doing a little bit of work here on the frame, trying to get that as good as we can to stop or to help prevent that, so. I was planning on taking apart this entire door panel. That's why I took off the speaker grill and all those tabs. Well, it turns out the gasket, after looking, literally is just like a GM. I mean, this is literally out of a GMCC here, I'm pretty sure, but literally 4 little pops and pops right out. And then the other thing too, is that the side gasket here, that's all felt and contains a lot of dirt, literally pops right out. So like, I'm gonna have an insanely clean install here. So one of the really cool things about the software we use is I actually have the plots for a semi. So what I do is come over here, we got 35% loaded, and it's gonna cut it out for me. So no need to cut on the extra semi, possibly scratch up the glass, all that fun stuff. So now it's perfect pattern here for the body, or that'll match up with the gaskets and everything like that. Yeah, so this door is now tinted in 35%. Not too crazy dark, should be semi-noticeable. No pun intended, working on a semi. But yeah, otherwise, pulled out the side gasket here that goes all the way around the perimeter to allow for a way cleaner, because it's felt and the felt traps all the dirt. And to get it clean enough to where it's not gonna go on the tint, it's a process. A lot of Dodges have it. GM doesn't have it on anything. Fords definitely don't, I know that. But yeah, I mean, it takes 30 seconds to take out and 30 seconds to put it back in. And it just, I mean, this is a very, very clean install now. So really happy with it. And then I did end up taking the rest of the door panel off. There were only 3 more Phillips screws, but that gave me, before I was working with, barely any room here to get the film past, but now I got all sorts of room. So gonna go ahead and do the back window and the other side. Okay, so now I got that door done, Still gotta do the back window, but it's getting towards the end of the day here. So what we're gonna do is decon wash it, let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow morning I'll just show up before everybody else and do that back window, probably off camera, but. Little automatic, it's kind of cool. You just flick that and away you go. So what we're filming on here now is DIY all clean. It's basically an all-purpose cleaner. This is gonna remove any grime, film, stuff like that. So like on these back wheels, they'll basically eat that dirt right off, and then same thing with the frame rails and stuff like that. So just gonna foam this on, let it sit, maybe give it a little scrubbing in some areas, and then rinse it off. Okay, so now that we all cleaned it, all the dirt is basically off of everywhere on here. And so now what we're gonna do is just foam on rinseless as a lubricant for when we wash, play, all that fun stuff. And yeah. Okay, so now we rinse and wash all the paint, sprayed an iron remover, and now we are gonna be claying it here with a synthetic clay towel, just to go ahead and knock off any embedded contaminants that have not come off with the wash. But it does feel pretty smooth already, so maybe this is pointless, but it takes 5 minutes, might as well do it. That we have a fully decontaminated and washed semi, so paint's not in too bad a shape. Got some gnarly scratches here and there, but otherwise probably going to be going with a one-step wool pad and some polish kind of as a middle ground to remove some of these defects and everything like that. But otherwise, that's going to do it for today. We will see you guys back tomorrow. Well, good morning everybody. So we are hard at work here on the semi. Flipped up the hood to get access to that. I went through and hand polished up all the aluminum just to give it a little bit more shine, stuff like that. And now I'm gonna go through and actually coat them to keep them looking like this for about 2 to 3 years is probably what it'll last, realistically. This truck gets used for hauling boulders, gravel, all that fun stuff. But otherwise, on the hood here, look at that flipped open. We're going through and cutting it and getting rid of as many defects as we can. So the coating I'm using here on the aluminum is Aluminum Coat by Rohr. Put probably like 20 drops here on the applicator to prime it. Now I'm basically just gonna put it onto the rim. And then we let it sit for about 10 minutes roughly. And basically let it work its way into the actual aluminum, because aluminum is so porous that it takes time for this coating to actually bond, and that's why we can get 2 to 3 years out of it versus a normal ceramic coating. Okay, now that wheel's done, I'm gonna move on to the side steps here. All right, so 3rd time's the charm. I mean, not crazy hydrophobic yet, but that's because this isn't fully cured, and it's only gonna get better as it cures. But I mean, that's dry where the water was, and you can just see the beads. So imagine that every inch of this paintwork, the plastics, and even this aluminum here, I mean, it just falls off. So, but yeah, otherwise that's gonna do it for this video. Wish I would have captured a little bit more, but it's Friday and we were just kind of going at it here. Forgot to record everything, but other than that though, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.